NBA Finals, Game 4, black on black jerseys, Prodigy Starks. We try to close this thing out. Tyler Hero, Greek Freak, Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis. They all coming off the bus. Bam! Everybody to see what this free agency gonna look like. Cause I have 4 picks. I don't know if I'm gonna get all 4. But DeRozan probably gonna leave his contract up. Everybody gonna leave probably. Well, not everybody gonna leave. Tyler's still locked up, I think. Greek is still locked up. AD, all them mugs still locked up. So. Is my headphones running? Let's see if I can talk while I'm trying to find my. It's not. I wonder. But it's been hooked up. It's always something when I'm trying to record. We had to do the rematch. My draft roommate, Axel Walden, he holding the team down. You know what I'm saying? He was. I think he was second to me. You know, in scoring in the playoffs. I don't know what he was for the season because I think it was like me, Kobe White, Dame, all those niggas. As far as scoring, Prodigy Starks, Tyler Hero, Greek Freak, Blake Griffin, and Anthony Davis. Because 2K can't listen to instructions. If you give me the right to change my lineup, why are you changing my lineup back the way I have it? I got Miles Turner, AD at the 4. I understand 2K. AD plays the 5 in the NBA. AD's a 4 though. So if I have a big man, I'm going to put AD at the 4. And watch when I play in the season, it'll keep the roster the way it's supposed to do. But in the playoffs, for some reason, once Blake Griffin came off injury, they just had to keep him in the lineup. And every time I change it, it doesn't change when you go into the game. I'm like that. Leave it to 2K to always have some BS like this. It's like, come on, bro. That's off. Let's go. Pass it up. Oh. I love how y'all never try to pass it directly to where the person is. Like, I'm not trying to... Like, deflections happen. Interceptions happen. I understand that. You sold me, Blake. I was thinking, don't sell me, Blake. Don't sell me, Blake. You had to lob it. What in the world would you lobbing that at? If we play good defense, 2K, can my guys rebound? When I got bigs? Bigs galore, too. I understand they got Cat down there, but I got Bam. I got AD. I got Blake. I got Turner. I got Greek. When when they block, we rebound. Cause it's too many of us on there. Pass it out. There you go. Pay attention. Just pay attention. Six. We already up by 6. Let's go, baby. Look at Spo. Coach Spo. There we go. Let's go. We up by 7. DeJounte Murray. Because I press triangle. Wow. That doesn't mean make the computer foul. Just saying. Come on, let's go, man. What you doing? Murray, come out. AD, how you gonna let that nigga do you like that? Whoop! Oh, the disrespect. The disrespect. The disrespect. Absolutely disrespectful. Why you do him like that, Prodigy? Come on, shoot, nigga. That's what should happen every single time when you do that too. Because you don't pump fake more than once. You pump to get them off of you. If they don't get off of you, figure something else out. Don't keep pump faking like that. We know exactly where you're going, nigga. I mean, of course, 2K's are throwing up players, so anything could have happened. And he could have green lighted for all you know and made the shot. But I'm just saying, like, basketball. So you don't see me. Because there's no excuse to make that throw. I understand I called for the ball, but there's no excuse to throw out of bounds like that. Lord have mercy. That didn't even make any sense. Come on. Come on, Murray. Shoot, I don't even know if I have cap space to get the 4 players that I asked for. I don't even remember every player I asked for. I just knew I had 4 instead of 3 this time, and I was like, why not? I mean, look at the 91, 92, 93 Bulls versus the 90, 94, 95, 96, I think? Or is it 90, 95, 96, 97, I think, Bulls. It's not the same team. So at some point, like my team every year hadn't been the same anyways. Because I mean, like AD wasn't a part of the first championship team. AD, Blake, none of those guys were part of the first championship team. It was Jimmy, Hero, Bam, Winslow. Some of the guys are still there. Myers Leonard's not there. Drogic's not there. There's a lot of people that left. That second year, AD was an addition. DeRozan was an addition. Andre Drummond was an addition, but he got traded for Blake Griffin, which is stupid. That's why I really feel like my career should be a little bit more expanded, and that's in the sense that you at least got to have an interview with your GM and be like, do you want to keep this player? Da 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 da. Like, we're thinking about trading him because I would have kept Andre Drummond. I don't need Blake Griffin. But yeah, all those guys came in that second year. The third year, Greek came in. Greek and Melo. Melo retired. And somebody else. I don't think we got I don't think we got any additions for our fourth season. Fifth season, Jimmy left, and Jimmy didn't even get out in the first round. A four-time champion went to go play with Washington, and made it to the playoffs. Played the 76ers. They gave the 76ers a problem for a little while. I think they went. I think they won two. Because I don't think they quite went seven. They might have won just one. I don't know. I have to look at the. I might have to look at the playoff tree. Pass it up, because I don't like them trying to play me on shots. Like, I can miss shots, but slashers shoot high percentage shots, so I don't expect to miss too many of them. Y'all try, like, fine, cat block me, but then, like, chill. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to murder niggas out here. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I got a lot of Yeah, Jimmy and them didn't make out the first round now. Washington. And they had a good mix. Like, their roster wasn't that bad. They had an auto-generated player that was a rookie of the year after me, or maybe a year, or maybe 2 years after me, something like that. So he was pretty formidable at the 4. You got Jimmy at the 3. You got John Wall. Like, they had a good squad. They just went up against 76ers. Like, we struggled with the 76ers. And when I mean struggle, like, I'm probably going to drop 100 in this game. Because I've been averaging like 94 or something like that. 93 for the season this year. So, and in the playoffs, I was averaging almost over 100 until we played the 76ers. I had 60, 69. And then I think in the loss, I got like 80 something. And then that's when I started I think the last 2 games, so we went 5 games with the 76ers. And I might have went 90 in both of those games, 90 something, close to 100 in some of those games too. But it was a struggle. It's a struggle because you're playing Big Ben. It's hard to get around them. Like 2K is like, I think 2K likes certain players on the game. It's not even about their ability. Because I promise you, this is what I say when I play against 76ers. If Big Ben would play like that, if Ben Simmons could play like that, clamping up people like that, you wouldn't be worried about his jump shot. Trust me. You wouldn't worry about his jump shot because he'd be getting to the rack every single time. Or he'd be passing it to Embiid or Tobias on the break. Because they would have a lethal fast break. Because either he's stealing the ball for you, or you're so frustrated you can't get by him. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, nah, 2K. And it's ridiculous to say it's ridiculous to still drop 60. But I felt like he hampered me. The sad part about it is I'll create space like that, and because they're so clamp heavy about him, he'll still make up that space. I'm like, bro, nah. Lateral quickness is a, it's side to side defense, but ain't nobody making up that space once you created that space off the dribble. He got to take the L sometimes, 2K. And sometimes they would let Ben do that. But there's times you cannot get around him at all. And you doing the same. I'm doing the same thing I'm doing right now. I mean, that's why I really been trying to get this PS5, because I want Prodigy to be a bigger guard. I've always wanted Prodigy to be a bigger guard. I've always wanted 2K to let loose on the reins as far as like you got to realize we've had players historically, you know, like the Penny Hardaways and stuff like that have been big. Right now you got Lonzo, even though Lonzo's not no dynamic point guard or nothing like that. As far as offensively, the point is you've had big guards. Magic, one of the craziest ones. Ben Simmons, like it takes Dame Dollar to tell you that you need bigger guards, a small guard, or the average height of a guard, because he's not a small guard. I mean, like he's like the average height basically. Because a small guard would be my cousin, Tremont Waters. And he's still putting in work. I saw a highlight the other day where he's hustling. Darn near falling all over himself. Still made the pass to Tatum, and Tatum got the easy dunk. But yeah, I had to get through that. I think 2K sometimes don't want you to win certain games sometimes. You just have to fight through it. You have to fight through it. Or maybe just take the L on one of them. Because that's what it was in 76ers. I'm like, I should sweep these niggas. Because I didn't lose. I haven't lost in the season. I didn't lose season 4 or season 5. And that's Hall of Fame. The only season I didn't play all the way Hall of Fame was the rookie season. Because this build got so OP at some point, like right around that 87, 90 range. He got so OP. And there was no point in me, a lot of times, just start on the lower levels just to develop your player. And I darn sure don't play no Hall of Fame for my other builds. Screw that. I ain't grinding that hard for other builds. Especially when the other builds are, if you're doing multiple builds, it's because you wanna eventually, well, not necessarily me, but eventually you wanna have choices to be able to play on my career or on the park or different stuff like that, and you have options with your friends when you go out to the park. They put me on the bench. And even when I was beating the 76ers convincingly, they take me out of the game, and then the game's close, way too close than it needs to be. So even 2K will try to make up the difference when you're dominating. I'm like, bruh, chill. If we win in by 15, almost 20, I come out the game, and I still got Greek, AD, you know what I'm saying, Hero, DeRozan, Bam. It's too many. It's too many guys to put. Versus the 76ers, they got Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, and probably, you got Tobias, but Tobias is, when I get past Ben, Tobias is the one that's getting in foul trouble. Because Ben is not getting in foul trouble. Once I get past Ben, Tobias is in the way. He gets dunked on. It's an and-one situation, and so they don't really have that much help outside of those two. So is you telling me when I come off the court and I still got Greek Freak and them on? Now, granted, you could take all of them out, but I still got people on my bench that are in real life starters. Because, like I said, Bam is a starter. DeRozan's a starter in real life. Blake Griffin is a starter. Even though they got him starting on my starting line, he's not my. It's not in my starting lineup. I love how you could just lose the ball off a dribble like that. That's not the emote I was trying to use today. I don't even have it on my list on emotes, but somehow y'all still keep it as a default. This makes no sense. Nobody wants to do the fist bump, dude. Nobody wants to waste their VC on other emotes, and then you just do that whack fist bump after they took it off of their list for you not to do it. Disrespectful. That was cold-blooded. That's all. Oh, he green like that one. The commentators trip me out, man. They talking about sometimes you're going when you're down, you're going about you go for these home one. The nigga made the shot. Yeah, I mean, like he made the three. It was green light. It was a perfect release. That's not what you need to be talking about. Somebody trying to make a home run effort. No, he made the shot. If he missed it and it was a bad shot selection, that's when you say that. But that was a good effort to try to get back in the game. You green light a 3-pointer. And what do you expect? He's the superstar of the team. He's not a real player, but he's the guy. He's the guy in the story that was your roommate during the draft. So him and Cat, and then I think there's an auto-generated player that's supposed to be really good on here too, or I don't know, maybe not really good, but a part of their good lineup. For instance, number 37 is supposed to be pretty good. Yeah, that's bull. This nigga lost the ball and still got rewarded. DeRozan with the brick. Nice shot. The disrespect. That's the other thing. My guy's way too fast. That's what be tripping me out when I play Ben. It's like, bro, Ben ain't faster than me. I don't think 2K accounts for. Doesn't think that speed and lateral quickness go together, or vertical and block go together. Yeah, your block may be low, but if you have a high vertical, especially if you're talking about guard to guard play, you should be able to block that if you timed it right. And if you could actually control where you're going to jump, so you 2K will make you jump in the opposite direction of the player, and it's like, bro, if I've been playing good defense, I should just jump straight up with him and block him. It's a guard to guard play, or if it's a wing to wing type play, or the big to big, you should get that benefit of the doubt. And sometimes it depends where you get it from. Because sometimes on a big, I will jump early on purpose because it's still in his hands. So you try to catch it. You try to catch it before he actually goes up. Like if it's down in his waist, you try to catch it before he goes up. So you press triangle early. Let's try to, because I've done it before on the game, where you can catch it and you knock it out as he's going up. 54, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. I'm sorry, I don't even try to pass the ball. It's like All Star Weekend for well, this to be game 17 because we lost one. It's gonna be a full sweep of the playoffs. I don't think most of the time in playoffs I don't even I think I have. So I probably swept the last championship, maybe even championship 3. But I don't always sweep the championship anyway, so because for some reason sometimes your first round matchup is too hard for some reason, or sometimes you're really if you get through that game 1-2 sometimes, or game 1 and game 3 sometimes, because sometimes 2 is not as hard as game 1 is. And game 3 sometimes is hard because you're away. Game 4 sometimes is hard just because they got it's like they're running off on their last gallon of gallon of gas. I'm about to say, you gotta be kidding me. I'm about to say, I should have dunked that. Because if you evade him like that, dunk it. Let me dunk it. Yeah, that's why I made the slasher for, is to dunk. That's off. Oh, nice shot. He was open though, and I for whatever reason I kind of backed off at the last minute for some reason. I don't even know what kind of defense I was thinking about playing. Hero, come on, man. You ball hog. You shouldn't. He can't make. He wide open. I don't give a darn about that ball hogging crap. You wide open. You should be able to make a shot. I can't control you. It's different. It's different if I'm playing 5-on-5 and I'm the one. I'm at fault. Man, I kicked it out to you in the corner. You wide open and you were shooting. AD, come on, man. You can't tell me you're not supposed to make that shot. The beautiful pass, I zipped it in there with the gold needle threader. And that badge might not have showed up for that, but that's pretty much what that pass was. Wow. It amazes me that I bump into him and lose the ball in that situation when I'm literally going backwards at that point. And one bit. Well, it ain't and one, but foul. That's all. Up in there. I don't know why I was saying off. Oh, when I'm talking about myself, I'm not gonna. That's where I was trying to pass it, 2K. Well, you was on the ground, so it was a weak throw, so it went backward. Nigga was right beside me. You wouldn't even let me get the steal off of just the rip. Like, you gotta make everything way more complicated than it needs to be in that sense. We're already winning, first of all, 2K. So that's a moot point. We're already winning. They hadn't even scored in the last whatever minute or so. 2 minutes. They've had 69 for a while. It's a 13-4 run. 13-6 run now. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . on. Yeah, because I'm trying to dunk. Chioza with the brick. Oh, that's disrespectful. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hopefully now, if next gen, that means you can get the I can line up my dunks with more variety, even more variety in this situation. Because if I get my, that's still to be determined. If I can get my guy up, if he can play similarly to what I'm playing on 2K20, and my guy still have a decent amount of height, that 6'5" to 6'7" range, preferably 6'7", because that's originally what my guard, the size of what my guard is supposed to be. But I went 6'3" on 2K18, so I wouldn't sacrifice speed anymore. Because 2K17 I had a 6'7" point guard, and in previous ones before that too. But hopefully that means if you're that big as a guard, that means you can get the Scottie Pippins, the LeBron James type of dunks and stuff like that. So then I can have the Zach LaVines along with the Westbrook, Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan on there, and Jordan Kilgannon on there too. But why would I jump late?
You sin, emoji raised fist, emoji raised fist.
Yo, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Come on, there you go. Oh, that's disrespectful. Come on, man. What's up, Ernie? Oh, come on. Get off me. You should leave Murray. You should leave Murray in there. That's your starting point guard. Leave Murray in there. Murray's a bigger guard. It's gonna be hard.
My sin, emoji happy tears.
Pass it. There we go. The disrespect. Oh my God. It never gets old for me to dunk. I guess because I'm a Michael Jordan fan. Dominique's one of my favorite dunkers. Vince Carter's one of my favorite dunkers. Like, I really need this PS5 though, because I really wanted to be able to make a more balanced type of player like that. Actually, my player is not. Even though he's a slasher, he can shoot the mid range. It's just I apparently can't shoot with this build. Cause my three level scorer can shoot. My playmaking shot creator can shoot better than my slasher. But I do have mid-range capabilities to shoot, but they don't. 2K don't acknowledge that crap. It's totally different when you shooting in the gym Obviously, because no one's contesting it. As soon as you contest it, it's later all of a sudden. Like, I understand from a defensive perspective what y'all trying to do, but at the same time, shot meter is which that should be rhythm based, right? That's what everybody claims. Turner, give it back. Little old 6'3" Prodigy Starks can force it to get the foul, but you can't force it. That's what I was really trying. That's what I had already pump fake, so I couldn't dribble again. I kick it over to you. You just hold the ball. We not playing no half. We don't play half court offense like this if we don't have to. We're trying to attack. We ain't trying to do what James Harden and all these guys doing, dribble. Well, I dribble, but I mean, like, just shoot all these dang on threes and stuff like that. We're trying to attack. I have shooters for that, you know, Tyler Hero, DeRozan, stuff like that. So, Winslow, if y'all want to shoot, get in position and make the shot on the break. Don't stand there, because this is why I got 76 and y'all ain't got no points. Because I'm not waiting. I'm going to exploit it. I'm going to exploit it every time I can. I really wish they would up their game on commentating the game, too. Man. Because you would think in my career, if you've seen him for the last 5 seasons dominate the league, you would not say, I don't think he's going to. I didn't see him performing like this. Nigga, you've seen him perform like this every night since he's been in the league. Only things that should be shocking if it was like year 15 and I was still performing this way. Like LeBron. LeBron's like 27 and 10 and 6 with 63% from the field goal, and he's 36. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, nigga. Why they got him at a point? Oh, y'all trying to play me? Okay, that's bull. That's disrespectful. So disrespectful. Oh, that's off. Yeah, shout out to Dominique. Oh, come on. You know how many times I press square? One time. You can, and 2K can say, oh, well, you know, yeah, kind of, you know, you were out of position. No, wasn't out of position. I always line up my guy in between the ball to try to, that's how I steal the ball. That's why I lead the league in steals, because I line up with the ball when I'm trying to steal the ball. Pressing square once is not warranted, especially when I watch other people's broadcasts and they're playing park and people are spamming on them and they're not getting fouled, but they're getting the ball stolen. It can't be one way or the other way. You know what I mean? Like, he's gotta be able to spamming you should be rewarded with fouls if somebody's spamming, basically. No, in other words, you should be getting fouled if somebody spamming square. They shouldn't be rewarded because they're just that's not technique. That's why you don't see me do it. And here's another foul where I press square one time, and now he's at the line. I'm getting rewarded in a bad way because I'm pressing square and trying to use technique or trying to use smarts. Meanwhile, people are like playing the iPod King Carters and the Poor Boy Sins and the Agents and spamming the heck out of their controller and stealing the ball from them niggas. Now, obviously, those guys are more of the elite type of players and they can get around some of those stuff, but it's still, even with them guys, it's still unfair for them to do that because they don't put so much time and effort to work on their craft. They shouldn't lose the ball just because somebody's spamming square. But it's all good. We're dominating them. This is the last game of the playoffs. Just based on how we're beating them. And looks like Prodigy Starks is gonna be a 5-time champion, a 5-time MVP. Because we're going into the fourth quarter. Nice try for the rematch, Timberwolves, but because I think I played them last year in the playoffs. In the finals. Ain't no comeback, bitch. The disrespect. It's the disrespect for me. It's already there. There's certain moves that players have. He's like, Mark's talking about that's no way to defend a player. There are certain things that superstars do. You're not gonna stop Kobe when Kobe pump fakes, leans into you, and shoots the shot. He's going to the line. You're not going to stop Harden when he step back, hashtag, and travels. That's the only way you're going to stop him on that, if the ref calls travel. But sometimes when he step back, he doesn't travel. So depending on the situation, but when he step back, shoot it and draw a foul, you're not going to stop. He's getting into his bag. When certain superstar players get into their bag, or he goes and takes you to the rim, because that's the other thing. You can't stop Harden getting to the rim. That's why I don't know why he's so fascinated with shooting side outside. That's all you gotta do, Harden. AU 6'5". So the guys that guard you a lot of times, like he's a big 6'5", like strong 6'5". This is not stopping you on that. You're getting fouled. It's the same thing with LeBron. LeBron getting in his bag. I'm saying even somebody like John Stockton. Gary Payton was talking about John Stockton. John Stockton didn't have any crazy moves like Iverson and nothing like that, but he knew what he was going to do. We talking about the all-time leading stealer and the all-time leading assist. He was going to do what he had to do. He was going to run the play. He was going to get it to Carmelo, Anthony Carr, Jeff Hornacek, and they will make buckets for him. He was going to steal the ball, play really good defense. So it depends on him. Like there's just certain players you're not going to be able to stop what they do. Jordan, you couldn't stop when he got where he wanted to go. You weren't going to stop it. So when Prodigy comes up here like that, you better foul him. You better have a big man in there like a cat, like an Embiid, and I still might murder you if I catch the timer right. I still might marry you. Shoot, I got a clip of. I always clip when I dunk on LeBron. So I got clips of dunking on LeBron, like 2K 18, 19, 20. I don't know about 17. But pretty much since I've been doing YouTube. And the last one I got, because LeBron is hard. That's the reason to clip LeBron though. LeBron, he don't be in the paint like that. Because as soon as you go into the paint when LeBron's in there, LeBron moves. I've seen that happen on the game, and I'm sitting there like, okay, you could have gave me that one. You got to give Bam the shot. Nobody's on Bam. Bam has the upper hand. Look, another thing is he's 6'10". Let him go straight up and rim graze. That's all you got to do. Okay. Meanwhile, Chioza's making shots. Okay. You think I'm going to stop? Come on, man. I'm not going to stop. Just because you block me, just because I miss a layup, I'm going to keep trying to dunk on y'all. But yeah, I caught LeBron. I don't know. The last YouTube video I did where I actually, did a mix and edited it and stuff like that. In the beginning of that, it's on my Instagram too. But in the beginning of that, it shows like 3 pictures of how, because you can go on I go on my instant replay and take still shots because you can turn the camera around and all that other crap. So sometimes I get better shots by doing that. Sometimes I just press the screenshot when they're going through their little montage and stuff like that too. Like in between quarters, sometimes I pick up pictures like that. But when I caught LeBron, I took like 3 pictures, clip the video, and then edited it and put some music to it. Matter of fact, I got past Kyrie too. I don't know why Kyrie thought they was gonna be able to join forces and win like the old days. LeBron's way too old at that point. Matter of fact, me going into year 5, LeBron's already retired. He retired after my year 4 because LeBron knew. It's not going to get any more rings, and I'm not going to ask you to come to my team. I'm not helping you get more rings. If you notice, a lot of the players that are on my team don't actually have rings in real life. So you don't see me playing with Kawhi. And you don't see me play. I'm not playing with people that are going to be ahead of me in the league. Now, granted, because I'm usually the top player, because it's my career. Those extra championship rings would be more Robert Horry-ish. Even though Robert Horry did his thing. You know what I'm saying? 7-time champion. Mr. Big Shot. But he wasn't Olajuwon when they won in Houston. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't Kobe or Shaq when he won in the Lakers. And he wasn't Tim Duncan or Tony Parker or Ginobili when they won in San Antonio. So I think those are where he won most of his. I know he won. I think he was there for the back-to-back with the Houston Rockets, with Kenny Smith and Olajuwon and I can't remember the big man's name right now. Because he was really good in college, apparently, from what my dad was telling me, but he wasn't. He wasn't as good as he was in the pros as he was in college. Samson, I think this is the last name was. A minute and 42 until I'm a 5-time champion. That's what's so lethal about my player. He's crazy fast. Wow, okay. Oh, come on. They knew I was looking for revenge on that too. Because it made me stumble while I'm trying to chase him and stay on defense on him. Stay in front of him and play good defense. They knew I was on a revenge tour off of that one. But I was about to mollywop that nigga. Really? I'm not driving 2K? And then see, that's my mid range is pretty decent. I couldn't make that one, even with the boost. Wow. Okay. That's what we doing. There's no way in the world I was going to elevate on that one. Come on, guys. Stop that. Oh, your shot ugly, bro. Rudy Gay, you still playing? Why would you just let it happen? Why would you foul him? All right, here we go. 5-time champion. Officially the 5-time champion, Prodigy Starks. So now we're up with Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant. You know, we passed LeBron, even though LeBron has 3 in Prodigy Starks universe. But in real life, LeBron has 4. Honestly, psychologically, you probably should have told. There's a lot of guys on their team that's wearing my signature season sneaker. So psychologically, you should probably, your coach probably, and your teams, like Cat, your team leaders, Cat and Walden, should have told you to take them shoes off. Because you're probably spending more time watching me dunk, and get passes and all that stuff. So focused on, y'all gotta, yeah, exactly. Put it in my hands. Five-time Finals MVP. Because they real quick, they did that on the Eastern Conference Finals when we won it. Greek got the trophy in his hand. No, nigga, I was the one who won it. Guys, 2K, it's my career. I don't know why you don't understand that every optic goes to your creative player. Now, if you ain't winning, fine, whatever. There's been builds where I don't win. My center, oh my god, I would never play as a center for the Knicks ever again. I'll play as a guard because I can control more. I will not play as no dang on center. Plus, with a bunch of bigs. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Well, okay, why is it doing the waiting thing? I mean, the loading thing. Right. Okay, it's stuck at 26. That's great. 60%. All you're doing is showing what the first team and all the stuff, all the accolades I already know. So I don't know what's taking along with the loading part. Oh, so I don't even get to I don't even get to click through that. Normally I click through it and read them all and whatever. I got Defensive Player of the Year for the third time this in 5 years. Fun fact: the first 2 years I got Defensive Player of the Year. Then Anthony Davis got the last 2 years. Anthony Davis is obviously on my team, and then I got it this year. So Miami Heat has dominated in the Defensive Player of the Year, and the reason why AD didn't win it this year is because I let in steals and he got injured before all during that All Star weekend type of situation. He was out for some significant time. If he was there, he probably him and well and because of Miles Turner, we have Miles Turner on there, so they're splitting blocks. Even though they're kind of leading the league in blocking, they were splitting blocks to a certain extent. And I think Miles led in blocking this year, anyways. So of course I led in. I didn't lead in assists this year because I was too busy ball hogging and stealing the ball too. But I led in steals as usual. I led in points as usual. I was probably like third or fourth in assists. I led in free throws as usual. I think that's it. Of course, I was first time. Oh, of course, I was first team, all team, defense and what you call it. But yeah, I was first team defense and all star MVP. What else did I get this season? See, okay, well now they're showing it. MVP, 82 games, 94.8. I just went reckless this year. Plus, it's like I'm waiting on the PS5, so it was just kind of like I'm just gonna play how I want to play. Like normally, I focus on actually trying to assist and scoring, but I was like, bump it. I'm just gonna go. And then midway through that, I was like, dang, I'm not gonna lead in assists. So I started trying to up my assists. That's why my assists are actually higher than what it was because they would have been lower than my rookie year. My rookie year was like 8.5. Reed Wallace's rookie year, I think I played them twice. He was pretty decent for an auto-generated player. He's a pretty good rookie. 17 points, 7.6 rebounds, 2.4 assists. Six man of the year, Jonathan Jeffries. See, that's what I'm saying. Jimmy didn't make a bad decision going to Washington. He was pretty formidable player. Six man of the year, come off the bench, 19.6, 6.6 rebounds, 1.2 assists. Just like they didn't have it though. I don't think the mix is that great. Defensive player of the year, 82 games, 3.8 steals. That's not even my highest average of steals. That's the crazy part about it. 1.8 rebounds, 0.1 blocks. Richie Moncrief, most improved player of the year. 82 games, 13.5, 11.3, and 1.2 assists. Eric Spoelstra, 82 and 0. first and 159 points. First, all NBA first team, Prodigy, Ja Morant, Luka Doncic, the Unicorn, and Bol Bol. That'd be formidable, boy. Not that versatile at the guard. Versatile in the sense that both of us can bring up the ball. Both of us can slash. Ja's probably a better shooter than mine. Attribute wise, not necessarily. Attribute wise, my guy can actually shoot the mid range, but yeah, whatever. Ja can shoot the three though, better than I can shoot the three. So versatile in that sense. But I mean, versatile. They're not versatile in the standpoint that they're both 6'3". So it's not like you can switch them. You couldn't switch Luka and Prodigy and John Morant necessarily like that as far as height wise and stuff like that. Of course, Luka's like 6'7". See, Crispus and Porzingis, you can switch them. 7'4" and 7'1", 7'2". I can't remember how tall Bol Bol is. All NBA second team. Ben Simmons, James Harden, Conrad Singleton. That's the auto-generated player I was talking about for the Wizards earlier in the stream. RJ Barrett. He just went. As soon as he was able to leave to go to the Knicks, like, I don't know, that might have been year 2 of my year 3 of my year at Miami. RJ Barrett went over to New Orleans to play with Zion. Matter of fact, this year Zion is not on any list just because he tore his ACL. He was out for the whole season. Zion was having a all-star. He was having a good career. He was having a good season this year. Before All-Star, like he might have been one of the captains for All-Star weekend. Got injured, out for the season. DeAndre Ayton at the 5. All-NBA third team. Russell Westbrook, Dame Dollar, Axel Walden, Cameron Reddish, and Nikola Jokic. It's pretty good. All defensive first team. Okay, that's tough right there. Prodigy, DeJounte Murray, because he's a bigger guard. Greek, that's a big 3. I would flip Greek and Jimmy. I'm not putting Jimmy at the 4 when I got Greek out there. I don't know why I know they're not necessarily putting Jimmy at the 4, but when you put him under Greek, it's like you're putting him at the 4. I would put Jimmy above him on that one. But yeah, because I'm putting Jimmy at the 3. And then Anthony Davis. Yep. See, he still played well enough defense to get on the first team. It's just that, like I said, he was out for a significant time. So I fully expected him to win Defensive Player of the Year, but out for a significant time, and the addition of Miles Turner to our team. All defensive second team. Ben Simmons, Marcus Smart, Crispus Porzingis, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Miles Turner. See, now I wouldn't change that lineup. I would leave the Unicorn at the 3. Jaren Jackson is more of a defensive type of player, so I would leave him at the 4 in that situation. Marcus Smart, though, he's like the oddball out. Now, don't get me wrong, he gets busy. But just from a size perspective, it's like, wow. You go 6'10", 6'2", 6. I don't know how tall Marcus Smart is, to tell you the truth. He ain't that tall though. In the scheme of guards, he ain't. So he might be shorter than Kyrie and or the Westbrooks and also most of those guys are like around that 6'2", 6'3" range. But yeah, did you shoot up to 7'4" and 6'11" and 6'11"? All rookie first team: Reed Wallace, Alex Moncrief, Dirk Meyer, Estevan Gary, Marion Burke. I only remember playing Wallace and Moncrief to be real this year, and whatever, they probably didn't even start that much anyways. All rookie second team. I definitely. Oh, I remember Glenn Westbrook. Finals MVP, 4 games, 122.8, 2 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. NBA championships, Miami Heat first in the East, 82-0. Welcome to the NBA 24-25 season. Daily bonus. I got the daily bonus too. Okay. I don't remember what the daily bonus was. Oh, that's child's play. 5. I probably had like 20 dunks in the game. We play Chicago first. Chicago. The team that my favorite team. I don't know what. I'm coming for you next. Hope you're looking to put on the. Hope you do looking forward to putting you on my own poster. You're right. Lonzo's a hard. It's hard to play against you. Not necessarily in 2K20 so much. 19 he was really hard to get around defensively, but he still gives me problems. Him, Ben Simmons, the bigger guards are always going to give me problems though. Since I'm 6'3", it's the same coming to Dr. J. Yeah, you finished that. Let me go look at the rosters. Look at our roster first. So yeah, Donovan Mitchell. The boys are back. 2K19 I played in Utah for Donovan Mitchell, the Smash Brothers, as I deemed it. Got Greek. Got the uniform. This is so wrong. This is so wrong, but it's so right. So that was 1, 2. Oh, we got D Book too. And I got Andre Drummond. And I still got Blake. Lord have mercy. So who left? Pretty much everybody I thought was going to leave. So probably Winslow. No, Winslow's there. Winslow probably still on contract. We got one more year. Robinson stayed. I have to go to the neighborhood to see the social. Your social media doesn't show up on your regular. You have to go to the neighborhood to see the social media part of on their player card. That's the easiest way sometimes for me to see how much they got paid in the contract. I know they got paid more than I did. Dang, we got D Book and Donovan Mitchell. We got D Book, Donovan Mitchell, the Unicorn, and Andre Drummond. So we got all 4 of the guys. That's the only thing that's cheating in your favor for 2K in that situation. And they still sometimes make you play like trash. As far as I'm talking about, as far as the flow of the game, you could be mollywopping teams like I do, but still don't be like, oh yeah, I might as well go to my court. Going the wrong way. I don't know that much. Yeah, I might as well go to my court so I can. I'm so narcissistic when it comes to this game. So I can look at my trophies. Oh my gosh. 5-time champ here. The champ is here. The champ is here. This is going to be ridiculous. I'm about to screenshot this too. Dang. I got D-Book. So these niggas really wanted a ring. They really wanted a ring, but it said, bump that. You got Devin Booker. He left Phoenix. You the king. Porzingis left Luka. That's assuming Luka. I don't know. I don't know if Luka was contract was going up or something either. That's assuming Luka's contract didn't go up. Wasn't going out too. I don't think so because I probably would have went for Luka. Donovan Mitchell left Utah where he was the king. Then Andre Drummond was like, "I'm coming back, baby." There might be some trades that happen during this season, man. Cause we loaded. That doesn't really mean much because I done had AD and Greek on my team for the last couple of years too. So AD's been there for four. He got 4 championships. So I don't know. I'm supposed to be going back to do this. Why does it pause on the neighborhood like that? I hate that. 9 minutes. There we go. That's crazy. 90, 90, 99, 90, 99, 92, 96, 90, 88, 87, 87, 86, 83, 81, 75. We drafted him? No, he's been a year. He's been in there for 2 years. From Clemson, 6'8", 215. But he's real. RJ Drew, Purdue, 6'8", 238, 20 years old. The last pick in the draft. Oh yeah, that's all I need to go to. So we locked him up for one. This is irrelevant. 1.9 on contract. He got a year. I figure he signed back on, but you gotta get some cheap bench because our cap space is ridiculous. I don't even know how I was able to pull this off. Well, I mean, you let DeRozan go. There was some people. DeRozan, Bam, gone. So there was a bunch of people that cleared up, but they didn't clear up. Like let's be real. AD's still on the AD's on contract. Greek's on contract. So it's not like the cap is. We don't have that much cap to move around. It freed up some stuff letting Bam and them go, but come on. Okay, why is this on his social media? See, this is what be tripping me out about it. So this is how narcissistic I am on just in the game sometimes. I'll be like, whoa, what you talking about, brother? This is not accurate. You say literally bumped into Prodigy Starks at the club now. Shouldn't he be practicing? Let's go to Prodigy Starks numbers. Right quick. Practice? You want to talk about practice? You want to talk about practice? That's what you want to talk about? You worry about me being in the club? With these numbers? And I'm in Miami? Come on, man. Stop it. It's ridiculous. Miles Turner. And this is on Miles Turner's page. What the heck? Who's tweeting him about me? Keep my name out your mouth. Andre Drummond agreed to terms. Contract detail yet to be. Oh, here they are. Never mind. 4 years. 119. Let me look at the actual contract. Oh, you got 27. So not more than, but it goes up more than mine is. Mine is just straight 27s, right? How unrealistic is that, 2K? A champion. Like, I won a championship. I only had a 1-year contract. 2K. What you need to do is if we happen to win a championship that first year, just go ahead and give us a max. I should have been in the 30s and then when I had a 2-year contract after that, I should have went up to the 40s. I should be the all-time. It's okay, Scottie Pippen to me. If you don't know what I mean, go watch The Last Dance on Netflix. Devin Booker, how much they pay him? 35, 36, 38, 40 by the time he leaves. That's assuming he don't get traded. I don't know how you don't trade that. 4 years, 150.88. Sheesh, see ya. Oh yeah. See what Porzingis. 4 years, 168. So this means that he started off more than what you call it too. 39, 41, 43, 45. Sheesh. Donovan Mitchell went 33, 35, 36, 38. Four years, 144.31. Of course, my contract. Oh, it was 28. 28 point. The point is, it's the same thing for the last 4 years because I just went ahead and just went to the max contract because 2K's not going to do what happens in real life in that situation. Now, granted, they can fall back on this. You usually get that contract around that third contract, so that you granted you can say that, but the fact that I won a championship and I'm coming off a contract here, my rookie year, you might as well pay me in the vein of the second or the third contract in that situation. You might as well pay me market value in that situation because you made the rules. Like previous 2Ks back in, especially PS3 version, Xbox version, you had to stay on the team about two years with a team option. So they had you stuck like Chuck for like 3 years. But the fact that you make a 1 year contract, if any of us win a championship, you might as well just go ahead and give us. It's just it's just optics. It's just writing on the player card. It don't change your VC. It don't do nothing like that. It's just being like, it's just so you can be like the other players, basically. Ben Simmons, okay, they got Thibault still there. Thibault, whatever his name. Jess McLeod. Wait a minute, they had him switch on me. I remember him now. Tobias, Joel, Tyler Davis. DeAndre Jordan. Jalen Brunson. They picked up his option, so yeah, I was right. He was already on the team. Bucks. So they added Schroeder. Julius Randle, I think, was already on the team. See, that's another thing. They need to have better news on here, so you can figure out what's going on around the league. Even though I poached like darn near every good player. Before Dirk Livingston, who cares? I'm about to play another game. Play the Bulls. Are we going to the United States? There he is. Champion. On the 23rd, too. No, it's going to be in Miami. Welcome to Miami. I'm still trying to figure out how Jordan has a maybe it's Pat Riley that, or I don't know what the heck. How does Miami have a retired jersey for Jordan? And Jordan never played for Miami. That's the reason why my guy has number 0. Number 0. And Myers Leonard actually wears the number 0, so I didn't. But it was some kind of weird glitch where they had both of us wearing it. So normally they cut off the numbers that you can't. But for some reason, some 2K was glitchy and it allowed me to have 0 while he had 0. So whatever. I was gonna keep my 0. I didn't want to. 3 is one of the numbers I play with too, but I wasn't wearing Dwayne Wade's jersey. Six is another one, but LeBron wore that too, so it's like, you know what I mean? Ring ceremony. Jonathan Robinson. This should be a shorter one then, because Bam's gone. At least about 4 players are gone. And of course, 2K's not going to show them in like no regular clothes. Getting the ring, happen to be in Miami, getting the ring or whatever. Or when the next time they play us or something like that. That would actually be dope if they developed that kind of conscious effort. Where when you came to play them, they did a ring ceremony for the players that left your team. That'd be actually kind of dope, but you're right. Miles Turner. AD. I might as well leave AD at the 5 this time. You got Porzingis. Like, what you want me to do? Like, if I picked those 4 thinking I wasn't gonna get those 4. So my thinking is, if you get Porzingis, you still got Miles Turner, so you could put, AD, or you could put AD, I'm thinking I might get 2 out of those. So maybe I get the guards, basically. And so you could bring in Booker and Donovan to cover up DeRozan and, well, not Hero, because Hero's still on contract. That's another thing. When you retire, they should have a ceremony. Yeah, you could do the Hall of Fame speech crap that they do most of the time. They need to raise your jersey up. And I would like if they update your banners. Like, they showing them putting up the banner, but when they go through and show, like, the rafters in games a lot of times, and they show, your record for that season and all that crap. You see Shaq and Alonzo and Tim Hardaway jerseys up there, but you don't see my 5-time championship banners. That'd be dope to see. It's all about the optics, 2K. Lou Parker, Zach LaVine, Foster, Gabber. What in the world? This nigga must be Italian or something. Wendell Carter from Duke. Greek. What you gonna do, Greek? Nothing. Uh-oh. It's year 6, baby! What you gonna do, Lou? You got it, Lou? Ah, come on, man. Now, I wasn't directly in front of the ball on that one, but still. I promise you I pressed square once. Nice rebound. Let's go. That's how you approach the break? You had the outside. I just gave you the ball for no reason. Thank you, Greek. That's how you properly do that one, Donovan Mitchell. You went back inside when you were already on the outside. Why would you go inside? You could have stayed on the outside, went into the lane, and still been inside and made the shot. Yes, I'm going to keep talking about it for a little while because it makes no sense for him to change his. And see, that's why we low key be thinking y'all cheating, 2K, because of stuff like that. We'd be like, why would he do that? That doesn't make basketball sense. Marketing. I was supposed to switch on for marketing while I was still on the guarding my guy. Like, come on, guys, put it back up. You should have just tapped that one in. Nobody's around you, bro. You realize these players can do these type of things, right? About time y'all niggas score. My pass accuracy is pretty high, attribute wise. You don't have to make it seem like if it's a bad pass, it's a bad pass. But don't. Porzingis was that's what be making me mad. Porzingis, nobody was near him, and you made me throw an errant throw. No, 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 no. Those happen. I'll give you that. That's not what I'm doing. Errant throw comes from you doing something that you're not supposed to do. He was open. I'm trying to get it to Porzingis. Laurie marketing. I don't know what the Bulls have to do in this situation. I'm serious. Like, we got Kobe White, we got Zach LaVine, we got Laurie marketing, we got Wendell Carter Jr., you got Otto Porter Jr. Like, you got people in every position, and you can't win games. Like, one of my homies is like, yo, we just got to change. We just have to change our favorite team. I said, no, you just hold on to MJ. The Cowboys hold on to their championships. We can hold on to MJ. I'm not arrogant like every Cowboy fan, basically. Actually, I know some modest Cowboy fans, but I'm just saying, like, bro, every year them niggas say we gonna win. I've never said we're gonna win in basketball because honestly, basketball is way more logical than football is. Like, you legit know the Lakers and maybe the Bucks. It's the Nets. Probably the Lakers and the Nets. You can logically say that off of there. You hope you can say. You hope you could say that in football. Like, it would have been Packers and the Chiefs. Those are the number one seeds. But you knew the Bucks had a chance. You knew if Lamar got into his bag, they had a chance. But again, if they had to go against the Chiefs at their home, that would have been a hard hill to climb to a certain extent. But football still has a huge hope factor. Baseball has this luck skill all through the season. Like, obviously you have to have the skill to play the game of baseball. But where the luck comes in is you're not hitting 100. You're not even hitting 80 or 800 in that situation, because that's how the stats look. It's like .800 or whatever. So you're not hitting 80%. You're not hitting 70%. You're darn near hitting like 40% to be like a good hitter, probably. And let's say you have a bad season, 20% or lower, and you're a superstar. And then and that doesn't necessarily mean that just because one player is having a bad season, that doesn't necessarily mean that y'all are losing that bad. So let's say you make it to the playoffs. and you're able to and for some reason he comes out of the slump, and you're able to either get deep in the playoffs or win the World Series or whatever the case may be. It's not as logical as basketball. That's all I'm saying. Like usually the team that has the better offensive players and somewhat of a defense, because you don't necessarily have to have defense in this era. It probably helps see the Nets because they need some defense. In theory, if you could but in theory with the KD, Kyrie, and what's called, it might not matter if you could be on all the time like that. In theory, it wouldn't matter. But I'm just saying, there's a whole lot more hope factor in football and some of the other sports. Well, maybe not some of those. I'm just talking about the three big sports. Really, there's a lot of hope in those type of. Because tennis is mano y mano. Golf is you're darn near playing by yourself. You're competing against other people, but you can darn near play your own game and beat everybody basically. As long as you're par or birdieing and or somehow get the eagles or like that, you straight. Basically, there's no in front of your face pressure. Obviously, if if you're looking at the leaderboards or you're happen to be the guy next to, because I think they like play in some groups. If the guy in your group is close to you, then obviously, and they're like a Mickelson or something, that I guess that would put some pressure on you. But you're literally playing by yourself in golf. But I'm just saying, like, man, come on. Basketball, like I said, it's just a whole lot more logical in that situation. Come on, you know who's going. You knew it was gonna be the Spurs and the Cavs that year. You know what I'm saying? The Cavs that year that LeBron got swept, they won like 50, 60 games. They like led the league and wins, I think, that year or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's rarely. I think Golden State be the number one team in the playoffs. It rarely happens like that. And Golden State was good that year too. This was before the Seth Curry and all this stuff where everybody's in love with Curry. I like Curry too, but I'm just saying, love with him, dribble, screen, dead you, it's just dead you every time he shoots the ball. Really? Okay. Wow. That's what we're doing? Tim, keep that same energy. Don't embarrass your daddy on this court now. Or acting a fool because of a foul. Tim Hardaway Jr. out here on the bench, coming off the bench. I wonder how MLB The Show is going to look on PS5. I know this thing, they got Jackie Robinson on a special edition cover. Like, what? So what are they showing? Like, are they going to show me, like, getting the ball and dunking or something? Like, let's speed this process up a little bit. That's what you should have been showing the whole time. Just show this. It wasn't even. Nice block. What the heck? I really didn't even have to sub. Cause there's gonna be, I'm gonna be able to. This is worse than This is worse than the previous tiers. This is worse than the previous tier. I thought it was bad when I had Greek and AD on my team with Jimmy Butler and DeRozan. You mean to tell me now, at any given moment, Andre Drummond's gonna block the crap out of somebody? I got Andre back because Andre was here year two. You can't. I got Blake Griffin on the team too now, so you can't trade Blake Griffin for Andre. That pissed me off, 2K, in year two. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it, and it's because I don't like Blake Griffin on 2K. Like him in real life, don't like him on 2K. It's because of 2K18. I played with the Clippers. And whenever you play with Blake pump fakes and does all the stuff that he shouldn't be doing. Blake does not play like that in real life, 2K. He doesn't double pump fake, triple pump fake, and wait for the opposition to get right in front of him and then miss the shot or get fouled. He dunks it, 2K. He dunks it, 2K. I don't know why you have to make them delay their shots and all this other stuff because they're on my team. That's why I don't like Blake. The 2K version. Because they do whatever in their power to stop that. And they do it with Greek sometimes and AD also. It's just a routine thing they do with the bigs. Like I've seen AD pivot and did not need to pivot. And I'm sitting there like, I know basketball. Not everybody that plays 2K, like, they play it because it's popular, and you know, some people play it because it's popular and stuff like that. It's one of the most popular games. I actually know a good bit about basketball, and you don't need to pump fake when no one's in front of you under the paint, twisting and turning, and all this other stuff, and wait for the opposition to come near you and now shoot. No, 2K. Doesn't even make any sense. Like, golly, what is your problem? It's really easy to open when you don't allow me to move around. Yeah, like every time you get near a body that you're dang. But I really wasn't trying to do that. Griffin, you gotta learn this one thing when you come on my teams. Just shoot. Especially if you open, just shoot. You should be able to make those shots. But yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Any given moment, I could just dish out the Booker. I can steal the ball, get it to Greek. You know what I'm saying? It's, AD or Andre Drummond or Miles Turner or could block it and we're back on the run. This is crazy. Oh, and the unicorn too. And I can catch unicorn in the paint, or I can catch him on the 3-point line. And who's blocking that? No man, knowing 2K, all these guys are gonna miss these shots. Yeah, these wide open shots, but whatever. Nice block. Let's go. I could have got a dunk. All you gotta do is pass it a second earlier. I had already called for the ball. As soon as I see you rebound, I'm calling for the ball. We're going on the break. We have to exploit that. That's what I always will say about Love in that situation. Love may have the hinky dribble moves and all this other stuff, this weird movement and all the gameplay and stuff like that. But when you call for the ball, they give you the ball. Even if it's a bad call for a ball, they give you the ball. And that's how it should be. It's my career. Smash Brothers. Well, Slash Brothers. I really the Slash Smash Brothers. I don't know. I gotta find a way to get Bradley Bill once I get next gen. I don't know. Me and the homie was talking. I'm like, man. I was like, are we just gonna jump to 2K22? Like, technically, he played 2K21, but he played next. I mean, he played current gen 2K21. I refused to buy 2K20. That's why I'm playing 2K20. Because I refused to buy 2K21, knowing that 2K21 next gen was going to be was going to be totally different. It was actually totally different. The city makes it totally different, but as far as the story mode, it wasn't different. Which the story mode from PS3 and PS4 was not the same. You didn't even get the story. You didn't even get a story on PS3 when they started doing these story modes and stuff like that. That's the other reason why I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. Because I got jukes when I was playing for PlayStation 3, but who cares? You still got jukes because Sony doesn't care about scalpers stealing all the dang on PS5s from everybody and trying to resell them for $1,000. As long as they got their money, that's the thing. They've already got if it's at Target or Walmart or something, they already got their money anyways. So it's really up to Target or Walmart to stop those guys to do that. But Sony also has PlayStation Direct and well, just PlayStation Direct. But yeah, 42-2. Think I need to start passing the ball? Go back to get to that. That's Chris Paul? Probably is because he got the number 3. Oh God, I gotta see this if it's Chris Paul. Because LeBron been this 2 years removed from the league. Chris Paul, yep, still here, 19 years. I mean, granted, Chris Paul did come after him, I'm just saying. Or did he? This says 2005. Maybe not. Yeah, 2005. 2005 was after. LeBron was like 2003. I'm tripping. Garibaldi. Shoot, nigga. God dang. They think because you put your hand in somebody's back. Once we made the separation, don't make me teardrop. I'm dunking. Once I've created separation, let me go back and try to steal. I mean, try to dunk. That's some BS, man. I steal the ball. Greek can't pick it up, but Greek gets the foul too. It's like, come on, bro. That's what you do when you're open. You see why I can score 90, why I can average 90 some points. I'm not about to sit here and keep working with y'all on how y'all need. Like, I gave you your shot in that situation. You're open, you're under the goal, and you missed that? Like, that's what I be saying, especially when I'm playing offline. I'm like, y'all want buckets? You don't want buckets? Apparently not. That's cool, because I don't care. I keep telling y'all, I'm chasing ghosts. So I wanna be like Oscar Robertson. I wanna be like MJ. I wanna be like Kobe. I wanna be like Kevin Garnett. I wanna be like Shaq. I wanna be like Will Chamberlain. I wanna be like Bill Russell. Like, so I don't give a darn if my teammates don't want to score. As long as you playing defense and stuff like that, shoot. Like, I will give you the ball if you open. But you better make these shots, or you better not be so hesitant. That's what you got to do. When you on the when we on the break like that, and you wide open on the corner, shoot. Ain't no sense of you holding the ball. For what? You come to play with Prodigy. You come in to dominate. Yes, I'm just playing the computer, but I'm just saying in the sense of you playing you're playing in the NBA. This is you playing on my team in the NBA. We playing Zach Levine. We trying to destroy Zachy. We playing Laurie Marketing. We trying to kill Laurie Marketing. I haven't seen any players with my signature shoe on today though. This game though, I don't see any on the sideline. See, I got good vision. I know where you're at. You just gotta make the play. I can get you the ball. I need you to get the bucket though. Ain't got time for you pussyfooting around. That's off. That's right on. Boy, I needed like a second. I needed like 2 seconds for that, at least three, to go dunk that one. See, that's the other thing that sucks. Like, let's say 2K had a decision that the Bulls were going to be actual formidable this year, and you scheduled them against me. Now the Bulls might be the worst team in the because it just changes the trajectory every time. Like, you'd be surprised who you're gonna play when you dominate. That's why I don't try to play for teams that are actually like either they're gonna be upcoming, like Miami went like in the middle of the road. Miami without Jimmy Butler and them were barely making it to the playoffs. So I mean, so that's pretty good, especially in the East with Jimmy Butler. They actually were past the 4 and 5. They did better than what I projected last year. I thought they were going to be four. I thought they were they're yeah, I thought there was going to be like the 4 and 5 seed basically, and they did a little bit better than that. I think the 3 or the 2 seed, something like that. I can't remember, but they ended up going to the finals. But I knew Jimmy. I'm a big Jimmy Butler fan. I knew Jimmy could get them over that hump because it's blueprinted for him to be there. Hard working, Pat Riley type of. He's blueprinted to be there, and then all the other guys there. Look at Bam. Bam went on a 41-point game about a week ago, week and a half ago, against Miami. So much that Kyrie, the next time they played them in that same week, Kyrie, well, he was going to try to, I guess, jersey swap that game where he dropped 41. But yeah, the point is, I like to join teams that are not necessary. I'm not like a 2K. If I got the PS5 right now, it's like I'm not playing for the Nets, nigga. Like what? No, I want to beat the Nets with James Harden and Kyrie on there and KD. Now it's different come free agency time. Of course, if free agency time, if Greek or any of these guys come up on the free agent sport, of course I'm gonna poach your players. Because reality of the situation is every um, every championship team had a historically super team. All those Boston teams, even back in the day with Bill Russell, Sam Jones, and all these guys over there, John Havlicek, and all these guys, they had super teams back then too. It's just GM made super teams. Detroit built their team like that. Took them a while. Got the right coach because he was the coach of the dream team. Well, after they won championships, he was the coach of the dream team. But I mean, like, picked up Isaiah in the draft. Picked up some more pieces around there. Bill Laimbeer and Vinny the Microwave and players like that. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, back-to-back championships. Joe Dumars, crazy defensive player. Of course, Dennis Rodman was on that team, and John Sally was on that team also. Spider-Man. Then you look at Dwayne Wade with Shaq and Gary Payton and Jason Williams, I think, and stuff like that. So, I mean, and then when he goes back, it's LeBron and Bosh and, what you call it from Duke? I can't remember. Battier. Shane Battier and Ray Allen for the second one that they won. Dwayne's third. The second one they won, stuff like that. That's what you want to do. You want to create. That's why I built up my team. You want to create what has been happening the whole time in the NBA. Y'all are the ones some of y'all are the ones that are new to these type of situations. I'm not new to this stuff because my dad's older. Well, obviously he's older than me, but I mean, like, dad has told me about a lot of these things. Dad's like 60 something. I'm like 30 something. So I've seen, the Kobe's. I've seen Jordan. Even, Jordan was the 90s. I was a kid watching it, basically. Watching Jordan ball out. That's why Jordan's my favorite. Because I was a kid when he was winning championships. Kobe, I was probably way more aware of it because at that point, Kobe's like That's their 2000s. They're talking about middle school for me and high school. Especially once LeBron got it, because LeBron's like 3 years older than me. So, I mean, come on now. That's the whole purpose. To me, that's the whole purpose of my career, is to put your name in with the greats. Because right now I'm on the all-time scoring list behind LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Karl Malone. I'm number 4 on the all-time scoring list. Nice job, buddy. You should just let me do what I do. That would have been a dunk if you didn't put your. You just had to. They had just had to put your animation in it to slow me down and get the foul. All right, cool. Still made the bucket too. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Winslow. Come on, man. I don't get no assist for that. That's the other reason why I want you to shoot it when I give it to you. You don't get an assist for him to turn it around and doing all that movement at that point. I don't know why you don't, because I literally assisted him in that situation. There ain't that much time went when he did all that, but you know, whatever. Saki. You holding the ball way too long, bro. You need to use your teammates, bro. Like you can't if you can't get them off the dribble, ain't no point in you trying to do all that. Hero, come on, man. You could shot the better ball. Just you could have shot better than that. Lord have mercy. White boy slow, I guess. That's how you're supposed to do that, Hero. You're bigger than me too. Take the contact. Wow. And you had a cleaner shot than I did. Because Zach's bigger than me and I had to take contact on it. I had to like lay it up off the glass. Man, all you had to do was get closer to the basket and lay it up off the glass. You're bigger. You would say that, bullcrap. Maybe I can get D Book to shoot. If he does the same thing Hero does, I might pass it. I'll probably pass it up now. What the heck? How the heck you make that? Thought he blocked it. Lord have mercy. Of course you missed it. I gotta wait to give an assist out. That's how fast my guy is, and that's how 2K be having them. They don't be there don't be no hustle in my teammates sometimes, but I blame you 2K. When in doubt, blame 2K. Even when you're not playing 2K. That's a joke though. The end of that is a joke because there's been times where I've literally blamed 2K and not even been playing a game. That's how tragic. Like when I was working at Kmart, like almost 2 years ago now. One of the guys that would unload the truck with me, he played 2K a lot too. He heard me say it. I was like, dang, 2K, and I'm like, see, this is how bad 2K gets on your nerves sometimes. Even in real life, you still blame 2K. I'm out here George Gervin it, 71 points. I'm out here out here like the Iceman. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know all these old players and the current players and all that stuff like that. That's what I literally be focused on. Why the heck were you on the wing? I mean, not the wing, the corner. You gonna let that nigga do you like that? He wasn't even double team, book. Just pass it back. Never mind. I ain't gonna get book in that. It's too many big guys right there, bro. Right. If they had gave me the ball like I was supposed to, then I wouldn't have made the option to go pass it to Turner at that point. I was trying to get it to Booker, but they gave it to Booker first. Nah, nigga, I'm trying to get the assist. Like, what the heck? Of course I was going to be selfish in that moment. I was trying to get the assist. What are you? Oh, my goodness. I'm about to say, come on now. Winslow, don't sell me. Oh, my God. You see why I be shooting? Why I be dunking? The heck? Seriously? Wow, that's tough. Y'all so quick to say somebody left their assignment on a defensive breakdown right too. I don't care. That's still disrespectful. It might not have counted, but it's still disrespectful. Dang. Now I'm trying to avoid the red Laffy Taffies. I can't get nothing but red Laffy Taffies. I'm trying to eat the rest of these banana ones because I don't want to keep eating the banana ones. They put way too many banana Laffy Taffies in a mix. How you have a candy mix and just load it up with like kind of distributing y'all was doing in the bag? I mean, $5.99 for a pack of 190 pieces though, with majority banana Laffy Taffy. Bananas, I probably should not that many people like banana like that though. I'm just trying to save the strawberry ones. Not where I was trying to pass. Kind of defeats the purpose of using the stick when it doesn't pay attention to where you're trying to pass. I literally pressed it to the right, and it goes to Blake. That's off. Trash. About time. That's what I'm talking about. Be aggressive. You can't tell me 6'3", 198. 198 is kind of big for my guard, but still, 6'3", 199. I'm over here taking the two people in the league. Granted, I'm the best player in the league. But you can't. You mean tell me as my teammate you can't have the same approach? Are you bigger than me? Come on, man. Let's go. It's the disrespect for me. Yeah, 34,000 points. Yeah. I think to beat Carmelo, I got to get like 36. So maybe by All Star weekend, I'll be past Carmelo. And at the end of the season, I'll probably be. Let's see. I got 7,000 points last season. We'll say about 6,000. So at least, what, 39? Possibly 40. So that would mean, yeah. By the end of the season, I passed Carmelo and um, Kareem with having LeBron. The only person LeBron would be the only person I would have to catch. That's assuming I'm actually still I'm actually passing the ball. If it's like season 5, then I pass all 3 of them. Cuz right now I got 80 and 7. It's looking like season 5. Mainly because I was trying to get the ball to certain people. They wouldn't shoot. And it wasn't just under the goal. There was points where like Book was tied up. I'll give Book sometimes. Book was tied up on certain shots. 0 to hero. I like that they naturally. That's what I liked about 2K20. They naturally started make you do finesse pass because that's what you would do in that moment. You see Tyler right there on the break, and you were gonna try to give him a nice transition shot. You flick it over there like that. Do that no look flick right quick, 2-handed no look flick to the wing basically, and have him shoot it. Not no, you know, stopping type of thing. Nah, just a smooth bow. I mean, it does help to have high playmaking skills too, though. As far as your attributes and needle threader and Hall of Famer dimer. I do have a Hall of Fame dimer. That's why they should be making more shots too, because the Hall of Famer dimer. Dimer is supposed to help your teammates make better shots. Uh, do you want buckets? You just cost me a turnover because you didn't want to shoot the first time I did it. I was going to force you to try to score after that. Look how generous Prodigy is. The disrespect. I mean, but that's what happens when you got Westbrook's dunks, Zach LaVine's dunks, Michael Jordan's dunks, Kobe's dunks. And that actually would be dope too. If you can get your, I don't know if they well they should have because Zion was on the what's call, so they should have dunk patches for Zion in 2K21. It's just that a guard wouldn't necessarily be able to get those dunk patches, but with the heights that they're giving them on 2K21, especially next gen, you should be able to get, LeBron, Zion, type of dunks. That's all I want my bigs to do. I promise you, 2K would do that more often if we were in the era with Shaq and Olajuwon and those type of guys. You know, Moses. Even though Moses Malone is a little bit older. I mean, not a little bit older, but you know, Moses Malone is a different era, but he's a dominant big. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's all you gotta do. If you want buckets, does that actually put me at 10 now? Yes, it does. 86 and 10. Which would be more normalized numbers for Prodigy. That 90 is a stretch. Even though 80 is pretty ridiculous to have too. But that's literally what my player card shows for every season. It's like that 70, 80 range. And at the highest was about 13 to 15 assists. Okay. Nice. And one bit. I might get to 90 in these next 50 seconds, man. To be honest with you, I only need 2 buckets. Because they'll hold the ball and pass. I'm not into that holding the ball crap. Not what I was trying to do at all. So I won't get 90 now. Because no, that's not the animation I'm looking for in that situation. What you call it? 4 years, 65 million deal with the Braves. 5th-year option that will take it up to 80 million. I have not seen no surprising baseball contracts this year. Like these are pedestrian from what we've used to. I guess because these are not necessarily like obviously a Braves deal. It's not that. It's not like you're getting dang, I can't remember which guy's name from the Phillies. I'm not even. Oh my God! You don't even try to exploit that situation. You just try to waste up the clock. I guess y'all ready to go to Chicago. I guess y'all ready to go back to Chicago. Plus, they knew if I get the ball again, I'm gonna score. I ain't passing the ball around. That would be funny if 2K had it where players start reacting when you do that crap. I get a fight. Players would want to fight me every night, man. If that's the case, I would see that. I would see that play out every night. See, Hall of Fame multiplier. This player's overpowered. Honestly, once you get even my 3-level score is overpowered like that. And he's a shooter. He just can't move as fast. Neither can my playmaking, shot creator. All 3 of those are at 99. My paint beast, he can dominate, but they don't win. That's why I said I'll never make it big for the Knicks again. Kenny, the Jet, Smith. Slammed it in the net. That's another reason why I would want a bigger guard too. Bigger guards means more rebounds, and I could have a better, like, I would have better attempts at a rebound. Granted, I always get big guys just around me, so it still makes it harder for me to grab rebound. I think this is gonna be the end of my broadcast, though. I gave you the championship game and the opening day and the ring ceremony for the next season, so that's good enough. If you like what you saw on the stream, subscribe, like, share. AOKid2306 is the channel, and we back like cook crack, and I'm out.